Oh. Oh. Okay. Ah! Oh. Hey, I'm trying to get crunk. C-R-U-E.
Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't hold on. Tell them why they better run.
Stand up and get crunk. Stand up and get crunk.
You football fans, it's Wink Dog back at you at the YSVGDU Sports Video Group, and we are talking to some of the coaches here at the 2013 Coaches Symposium held at the Atlantic Civic Center in downtown Atlanta. We've been speaking to several coaches throughout the day, and some of them are giving some of their predictions for the upcoming season, and they're talking about where they came from as far as before the SCFL and where they would like to see the SCFL go. Right now, we have the true privilege of being able to stand with Mr. Trae Hurst, who is probably one of the founding fathers of the Youth Football Association down here in the in the Georgia area, and he's coming from the Tucker Line program. And of course, if you know it's Tucker, they're basically bringing a lot of competitive teams to the SCFL, and we get a chance to find out where it all started from and dive a little bit deeper and drill down just a little bit more to find out what makes the Tucker Line click. Well, Trae, thank you for coming in and stepping in and taking some time to talk with us. First of all, it's glad to have you with me. I've heard
Good to be here.
So much about you and wanted to really talk to you so you can give us a little more indication of what makes that Tucker program go so well.
We've just been doing it a long time, and we've got some real stable leadership at the top. The president of our association's been there since the early 80s, and coached there, and he's been president for going on 12 years now.
Wow. Okay.
And we basically have a policy with our Lions coaches, our Division I team, that we stay at the same age group. We don't move up, and we don't let dads coach their kid and move up with their kid each year. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's worked for us doing it otherwise. Now, sometimes a coach will coach their own son, but it's a progression. He moves to them, or above upper team. And the foundation of our program is our interleague.
Okay.
We play inter-park ball. Our teams play each other. And a lot of people get caught up in Division I and base their program strictly on their Division I program. But we got 7 Division I teams, 7 through 14. But if our numbers, 2/3 of our numbers are in our interleague. So that's the foundation. The nucleus of each Lions team always comes from our interleague. And they're our interleague coaches, and our kids start at 5 years old, and that's where they learn their fundamentals and foundation. That's what makes us competitive, is Division I program.
Well, Trae, that's some great information that I definitely didn't know about, but that really holds true to why your program has been one of the elite programs here in the state of Georgia. Now, you're not only just the longest tenured administrator, but you're also one of those coaches that come out and get into the nitty-gritty of it, and I understand that you're coaching the 9 and unders this year.
Yes, sir. I got the 9-year-old team this year. I had him last year and elected to stay down. Our co-head coach, Roger, moved up with the 10s that we had last year, but I pretty much believe in staying the same age group, and we had a staff leave and had to rework the staff, and so it was the best thing for our program in part for me to stay down. And I like the 9-year-old age group. 9 and 10 are probably my 2 favorite age groups.
Okay. Well, I know you've had a chance to look at some of the athletes that are coming through for your program today at the 9 and under. How many returning players do you have coming back? And do you think this is the year that the 9 and under from Tucker is basically going to go all the way to the top?
I wouldn't say that. Our 8-year-old team was, I think, 5 and 5 last year, and they had 18 kids, and probably 14 of them are coming back. So that's a pretty good nucleus. And I'm going to probably keep 25 or 26 kids. So we've added a little bit, and we should be competitive, but I wouldn't say, we're probably a middle tier team right now. CD's loaded, and Locust Grove's real good, and Vince, Coach Miller's team, McDonald's real good. North Henry's going to be real good. They got one of my buddies out of retirement to help coach their 9-year-old team, which is going to be fun. But it's going to be real competitive from the top team to the bottom team. That's the thing about our league. It's Southern competitive. There's probably a 2 touchdown difference in everybody. It's just what 9-year-old shows up that day, turnovers, mistakes, calls from the referee, blunders from the coach. But it's going to be a real competitive league.
Well, I was going to ask you about, what was the draw to you to want to come to the SCFL, but I think you kind of explained what that is. Me as a fan coming out and watching, I definitely can attest to that 2-touchdown thing, because there's some times where I've come out and I've witnessed where it's a team was supposed to be favored, and all of a sudden they take an L for the day. So I truly understand that. So competitive aspect of the SCFL, is that probably one of the most driving forces that you had as far as moving to the SCFL?
It is. It's 50% of it. You, as an administrator, you always want to be in the most competitive league, because you're not going to get better playing people that aren't competitive.
Right.
And that's at least 50% of it. But the other part is the other part of it. Our program, we're a family from the 7s to the 14s or the 12s. Our 14s are going to be in another league. Southern Competitive doesn't have 14 under, but our 7 through 12s, we're a family, and we travel together. When we load up, we get there early and stay until the 12s are done. And it was key in Southern Competitive, which is one of the only leagues in Atlanta does this, not only being by far the most competitive, top to bottom, the most stable leadership-wise, but your 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are going to play back to back to back at the same park, the same day, and it keeps all our people together and togetherness with our football family.
Well, you know what? I think you hit it right on the head. That is really what I've heard each and every coach that comes up here and gives us an interview. They talk about how they have those teams that like to travel together from top to bottom, from the start of their team. They don't have to go to different parts. They really like that aspect of it. And it does help create that family environment. Well, Trae, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I was looking forward to this interview, and I want to thank you for taking the time out to speak with YSBG. We got some great things that's coming your way, and we look forward to Tucker being a huge part of the SCFL. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you heard it first from the man, Trae, over at Tucker Lions. Definitely look forward to seeing his 9 and unders take the field in the 2013 SCFL football season. I'm Wink Dog. I'm checking out. See you on the next one.